Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, plumbers and hedgehogs, welcome to a very special day. For Death Battle has returned to us once again with one of their most anticipated matchups in a very, very long time. Ladies and gentlemen, after the long waiting period and the even longer wait for my content, we are finally back with a reaction video because we're here to watch Bowser vs. Eggman, Mario vs. Sonic on Death Battle. I have been wanting this matchup for a very long time. It's a huge favorite of mine. I love these characters, and this one has been hyped up so much. I'm really worried I'm not going to be able to give a good reaction because I'll just be so sucked into everything. This, like Omni-Man vs. Bardock, was part of the revealed matchups during the Kickstarter reveal trailer, and it's been one I've been so excited for, like a lot of others. Moro Animations on YouTube is one of my favorite animators, and he has been so proud of this one because it's the first episode of Death Battle. He's fully animating himself. There's a lot I can say about this one, but I'm so excited to finally just get straight into it. I'm sorry for the weird setup. I'm just trying out this location. The echo might be a little bad, but sorry for the video quality or anything. But with all that being said, I'm going to try and give a good reaction either way. And unless the analysis really tries to prove me otherwise, I'm all in on Eggman. I am saluting the Eggman Empire on this one. And if I lose, hey, I lose. All that being said, let's get right down into it and start a death battle. 2, 1.
This battle is sponsored by Marvel Snap and Prize Picks.
Alright. Yeah, it looks so good. That's all the preview you
Bowser
need.
versus Dr. Eggman.
The king of the Koopas and the baddest of badniks. And they're not
yes,
alone.
they're gonna talk.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
They're not
And it's
alone.
our job to
this is
analyze
so
their
good.
weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
A death battle. Oh, it all looks so good. I'm so excited
the
about this
Mushroom Kingdom. A peaceful land of
All
kindness,
official
adventure, love.
Ah, boring.
Yeah,
Move
this is the
aside,
preview.
princess. It's time this place got way more awesome. Here comes King Koopa himself, better known as Bowser.
The
Bowser.
moment this orphan star child was found by Kamek, it was clear Bowser would command the disparate outcasts of the Mushroom world, the Koopa Clan.
Sadly,
Clan.
not everyone's born a toad, and they
the
treat
editing
these
is so
critters
damn
like
good.
monsters, fated to a life of infinite jump farming for one of
His dead brother.
Bowser wanted a different world, but Princess Peach Toadstool would never allow the evil king's day in the sun. Her light was so bright, Bowser became infatuated with her.
So he turned all the
Peaches.
toads into bricks and kidnapped her, putting their princess in
Yeah,
another castle.
I think
and
Origin did
another
those
and
rights
another, like 40 years of castles, only to be released if she agrees to marry him and his dad bod.
Yet he was foiled time and time again by those pesky Mario brothers. However, Bowser is nothing if
pesky
not
Mars.
persistent.
Look at him!
Yep,
Dude's
very
built like a brick house strapped to a saw trap. That spiked shell takes a lot of punishment. Not even the weight of a castle
that
can
surprised
scratch
me
it.
earlier.
Especially when he rolls up like a prehistoric Beyblade.
And the Koopa King doesn't just breathe fire and control
sound effect.
lava, he commands nature itself.
Spitting meteors from outer space, beckoning the earth with a snap, inhaling
All right,
torrents of
there's
wind,
Dragon Dust
straight up
Redeeming Dust.
calling down lightning.
Yep.
What else has he got?
Oh, just a
Okay,
little
the Arc County
dabbling in
Castle.
dark magic.
Hell yeah. Wizard Turtle.
The
Really?
original NES manual even describes him as a sorcerer king. Magic is how he turned the toads
Interesting.
into bricks, only countered by the princess's heart magic.
But that's not all the magic he's
kinda.
mastered. Telekinesis, creating perfect clones, reanimating his
Right.
undead skeleton, and worst of all, ruining every game of Mario Party. Hey, no! I stole those coins fair and square!
Bowser spent decades hoarding treasures, coins, magic star rods, warships, clown cars, you name it. This is
Paper
the same
Mario is
guy that
canon,
created
mainline games
multiple
rights
flying
would be
castles
referenced.
fashioned
Okay.
after his own face.
Yeah, he's definitely got an ego on him. He's talked about having a 4-digit IQ, but I've seen this moron
He's a
put
brilliant
trapped in his own
scientist.
backyard. A man after my own heart.
Despite his clumsiness, Bowser's charisma and leadership brought many to his side. Not enough to defeat
Yeah.
Mario, but his army doesn't make it easy on the Red Plumber.
They're the most wicked
No, not at
band
all.
of misfits this side of World 8-4. the Koopa Troop.
An army spanning multiple territories
Mere
across the
weaklings.
mushroom world and beyond.
Goombas, Koopas, the Troopas, and the others make up
And
the
the
infantry.
others.
Some with wings, some in shoes, and some even in race cars. They're the red shirts, first in and first out.
Piranha
First
plants,
out.
bloopers, and lakitus use their
Christ.
surroundings to get the jump on unsuspecting prey,
which means it
by
gets
land,
great,
sea,
too.
or sky.
We'd be here forever
Literal
jotting down
rocks.
the small fries, booze, shy
There's
guys,
liquors.
sentient bombs with feet, and more.
It was imperative for Bowser to nurture a unit that covers their own vulnerabilities. For example, Kamek and King Boo both have magic, but Boo has battlefield control with illusions and
this is
destabilizing
crucial.
dimensions,
Okay, I
while
agree.
Kamek focuses on buffing
Oh, right,
allies,
they're good.
canceling
Yep,
enemy
they're good with
powers,
that.
summoning anything he desires.
Or swapping my items to screw up my Mario Party lead. Not again.
Speaking of items, most of the
Is
minions
this
can use
the
pretty much
running
any
gag?
power-up Mario can. The Goombas make frequent use of Tanuki tails, and Bowser
Yeah,
can
they do.
really get into the cat role play. But as the Koopa Troop grew and grew,
Yo.
it started to feel less like an army and more like a family unit.
Oh, you mean like his kids, the Koopalings?
They're adopted.
What's the difference?
Good point. Bowser took them in and even trained them
The
in
Koopa Kid
dark
detail.
magic.
Though no one's as spoiled as his natural Nepo baby, Bowser Jr., captain of the
Jr.
Koopa Troop.
Spoiled is an understatement. Remember his escapades as Shadow Mario? He terrorized Delfino Plaza with literal evil paint. That whole debacle was basically his attempt at
What's
elementary
wrong with
school
little
art
evil
class.
And I bet Bowser still has some on the fridge. But really, the king is very protective of his kids.
I love
If
that
the
they're leaning
fam's
into
in
him,
trouble,
fam.
he can
Yeah.
will himself to transform into a giant kaiju, all to crush whatever bully's talking smack.
Maybe a little overkill. Just one punch from Giant Bowser launched a castle out of orbit. Taking into account the
Oh,
flight
here we
path
go.
and the scale of their universe,
No.
Bowser's punch must have hit with a force of over 125 trillion tons of TNT. Considering how Yoshi punted poor Raphael the Raven
Okay.
so hard
Black
he
Box escaped the
exploded
black
into a
hole.
constellation of stars, this isn't even close to Bowser's full strength.
So don't bully
Right,
his
right.
kid, especially if he falls into some of Bowser Jr.'s set of black paint. That stuff's scary.
Enough to unleash Bowser's Dark Fury,
yeah.
a form whose very
Here we
steps
go.
cause
Yeah, I was
widespread
really hoping
natural
Dark Fury-
disasters.
Fury
Okay,
Bowser would do
seriously, how does Mario ever beat this guy? He's like Godzilla, Doctor Strange, and John Cena all in one big turtle.
We're not even to the best part. Bowser's dark magic
comparison.
became so potent he eventually learned how to warp the very fabric of reality.
Anything the
Oh,
king
of course he
imagines, he makes happen. He turned all of
Oh.
Yoshi's Island into a storybook. And remember those painted worlds in Mario 64? Yeah, he made those. And the staircase that goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Oh God, does anyone know how to BLJ?
He also stole ultra-powerful items like the Wonder Flower, which can mold reality like
Okay, they are
Play-Doh,
giving him
and the
flower.
Dream Stone, which can be used to wish someone out of existence.
But his most iconic
Whoa,
thefts are those big shiny power stars.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Infant power stars, aka Lumas, can become whole galaxies. They also ferried Mario across the universe in 3 seconds. That's 489
Christ.
quadrillion times light speed.
Obviously, the Big Daddy Grand Stars are even crazier. Bowser used one to power his space kingdom, but then guess who showed up to ruin everything? It's a him!
And when the Grand Star was freed, it caused a chain reaction that destroyed the entire universe via a massive black hole.
Thanks, Space God, that Rosalina showed up to save the day.
Not that Bowser needed
Multiple
saving. He's
big
been swallowed
bang,
by another
similar
black hole
level
and
of
thrown
power.
into a star that went supernova.
Imagine if this
Okay, that count
crazy
went by way
OP
too fast.
fire turtle had to fight himself. Oh wait, he did, and he beat the hell out of him.
With all this power, it's a wonder he still hasn't conquered the Mushroom Kingdom. Perhaps it's because his
Extra-dimensional
visions of
Colex.
grandeur were never really what he sought. Surrounding him is a crew of outcasts and miscreants like him, ride or dies that can't be swayed against him.
It's great seeing the
Are you saying
OVA.
he's secretly happy because he's got a big monster family now?
Yes, but also when they actually work together, they legitimately conquered most of their
Yes!
own universe.
Oh, the Mario
So,
reference,
He's
yes!
a baddie through and through who will teleport through space and time to show you what's what. Because he's no ordinary Koopa. Make way for the king.
This battle is
Good
sponsored
ending,
by
though.
Prize Picks.
Okay.
Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action.
Wow.
And its daily fantasy sports
There's
is super easy to
some-
get into.
Yikes.
That's right, Boomstick. No need to worry about going
Ooh.
up against somebody who knows way more than
That's
you
the
do.
thing.
All you gotta do is pick more or less on 2 or more players, and you're up for a shot to win big.
Eggman needs to outstat.
As someone who spends
Like,
literally
Eggman
all
needs
of his
to take
time
higher
running numbers
stats
on anything and
comparatively in order to win
everything,
this,
I
and
appreciate
then
a
he has to be
system
able
that
to
takes a lot of the
resist a
guesswork
lot of
out
Bowser's
and lets you
attacks.
actually win
A lot
through
of those
skill.
are
Yeah,
literally
like how they've got an
instant
actual
KO.
injury insurance policy.
Yikes.
As in, injuries don't ruin your lineup. It's crazy this isn't more common. It's already saved my butt for sure.
And withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. I can get my money in as little as 15
Hard to
minutes.
say.
Download the
We're gonna
app
have to see
today
what
and use
Eggman
code
is.
DEATH to get
I'm
50
glad that
bucks
the cover team
instantly
was a little- I
after
was
you
really
play your
curious
first
there.
$5
That
lineup.
dimensional collapse
That's
does
code
concern
DEATH
me.
to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup.
We'll have to see how
Prize
powerful
picks.
the end
Run
is.
your
That's
game.
a big piece of it. The editing was phenomenal, but
Citizens of Earth,
for my
lend me
king.
your ears. Imagine a world of endless possibility where people are free as the wind. Isn't it disgusting? Now imagine a better world, one with proper guidance and the technology to bring about global peace.
But whiz,
Yes.
only a brilliant mind can make that happen.
Not just any brilliant
maybe a
mind.
brilliant
He's a genius at
scientist.
heart who knows the dangers within. He's
Dangers
Ivo
within.
Robotnik.
Dr.
Wow.
Eggman.
As a mad scientist
There he
myself,
is.
his story is my inspiration, just as Eggman's was his grandfather, Gerald Robotnik, who sought to create world peace through technology. But then his beloved granddaughter, Maria, was killed by the Guardian Unit of Nations, better known as...
Gun. They're frickin' called G-U-N. Anyway, Lil Eggy grew up a lonely
these
narcissist
sprites
because
were
all
worth
his
it.
family talked about was Maria this, Maria that. Boo-hoo.
Neglect and envy tainted Ivo's goals of following Gerald's footsteps. He distanced himself from his grandfather's legacy. Instead
God,
of
that
bettering
edit's
the
awesome.
world, he would conquer it to get the attention he deserved.
No, you mean
Yes.
crave. Desperately
Oh,
crave.
Tomato,
oh,
tomato.
I'm loving
You
the
just said
references.
it's the same way
It's so good
twice.
to
He aimed
see.
to establish Eggman Land, a capital of science.
Hedgehog.
And this paradise would have worked just
Ethan
fine
Stone.
if not for that blasted Sonic the Hedgehog.
For years, Eggman's plans literally blew up in his face. And he's a very sore loser.
But just like any good experiment, the doctor did more testing, seeking better results.
He's created plenty
he
of
did.
knickknacks to terrorize the world with. A laser gun, a cloning ray, mind control cannons, a flying armada, typical evil scientist stuff.
Then there's the big ones. He invented a spatial displacement trap,
Yeah,
which,
I had
while
forgotten
online,
about this one.
scatters a target's atoms across space. Oh, and then there's the metal virus, which transmutes organic tissue into living metal zombies. It's so deadly,
Really?
it created a plague that nearly wiped out all life on Earth.
Shame Eggman never
Yes.
made himself immune to it. That's a whoopsie.
And when he's
Yeah.
not duping you with decoys, he's riding in
Okay.
style with the Eggmobile.
I wanna see if they
it's
discuss
lightweight
the
for maneuverability,
metal
but
virus
tough enough
anymore.
to withstand moon-sized explosions and even the center of a black hole.
I mean, it's kind of
Yeah.
lame looking, but he can plug it
And
into
an
big
event
bad guys
horizon.
like the
Jeez.
Egg Walker or the Death Egg Robot, whose giant laser once
Classic,
obliterated
close.
77,000 cubic meters of rock in an instant. That's like having an atomic bomb in your pocket all the time. Oh, okay, maybe this guy's pretty cool.
Eggman built machines for a long
Yes, he
list of
is.
combat situations. Some look like knights, others use extraterrestrial sources like the Wisps, and then there's the orbital bases, like the Death Egg.
The reference is obvious, but Darth Vader's version is like a toy compared to the Death Egg, which can annihilate
it is.
stars. Woof! A whole constellation gone in one shot.
That's not to say Eggman doesn't enjoy scrapping with blue hedgehogs himself. Enter the Egg Dragoon.
Hell yeah! The rawest of the battle mechs. It's got electric drills. It's got ice missiles. It's got a whole
love it,
lot
but it's
of
very
bullets.
cool.
My God, Wiz.
Okay,
I
there's the
need
sun.
it.
There's
And
a
don't
tiny
forget,
bit.
Eggman built all
Into
of these things
Mantle Cyborgs.
himself.
Oh.
Maybe world domination is in his grasp
Okay,
yet.
that
One
makes a
problem.
difference.
Eggman's a turbo loner. No hobbies, no friends, no wife, no nothing.
Come on, he has
No
friends.
wife.
I mean, he's a feminist. Oh, okay, maybe not, but what about Infinite? Sure, they might have joined
of
forces over a
course.
mutually sought revenge against Shadow, but it counts. Sort of. Who needs friends when he can build friends?
Obviously, Eggman
That's
has a
all
tough
he
time
gets.
collaborating with others, so he just built his own army instead.
The Eggman Empire.
The Badniks are mass-produced foot soldiers, buzz bombers, crab meats, caterkillers, egg robos, and don't forget those cute little
Crow.
Motobots. The Badniks may
It's
seem
not
simple,
so-
but they're led by
That's
an
a
elite,
great
multi-talented unit. The hard-boiled heavies. Really leaning into the egg thing, huh?
The army has a wide variety of troops, even your classic comedy duo with Orbot and Cubot. They're Eggman's assistants and immense disappointments. Every genius
I
has
know
their duds.
Scratch and
Hey, at least they're
Grounder.
not Scratch and Grounder. But that's why he's made top-notch bots
Perfect
modeled
timing.
after the Sonic cast.
Good to
Like
see you,
everyone's
too.
favorite Robo-Faker, Metal Sonic.
Metal Sonic has the most horsepower in the Eggman Empire. He has the moves and speed of Sonic and then some. He's had his
Dodges
rebellious
light
phases,
beam.
but Eggman's reprogrammed Metal to better
Yep,
follow
Sonic
his
is light
commands.
speed.
Additionally, when upgraded to his Neo form, Metal Sonic could copy biological data, including unique powers like Shadow's time stop technique, Chaos Control.
He could even copy Silver's
Bowser's
psychokinesis,
stuff
and with
instead.
enough chaos energy, he powers up into Super Neo Metal Sonic.
Though everything would change with the appearance of the Phantom Ruby. One of many trump cards at Eggman's disposal, the Phantom Ruby alters reality by manipulating perception.
Basically, super OP illusions, but in Infinite's hands, it's a weapon of mass
Pocket
destruction.
dimensions.
I don't know
Okay, I
how
didn't
illusions
realize that.
translate to body replicas, changing gravity, or making a fake sun, but go off, King.
And when used on the planet's consciousness, which is a thing, the Ruby granted Eggman the Lightman form.
There's-
Yep, apparently
I
Super
know nothing
Eggman
about
is
Lightman.
canon, though it is pretty complicated to manifest.
But the Phantom Ruby isn't the only souped-up gem Eggman has. He's used the Jeweled Scepter to make the world-shattering Egg Wizard. Then, on more than one occasion, he's effortlessly gathered the super rare, super powerful Chaos Emeralds. You know, the things that power Super Saiyan Hedgehog.
Eggman built and built and built, and eventually, he built something that started to build on him. Sage was originally designed as a
Yes.
mere assistant,
Oh, I've
but
been
through
really
an
looking
alien
forward to
encounter, she was granted actual sentience.
Sage is already super powerful, but now she's also super smart. She thought up millions of battle plans all at once to defeat the massive titans.
And you can barely remember where you put your dune bug.
I know exactly where it is. It's at the police impound. Thank you very much.
Sage was Eggman's saving
Glad he
grace.
still has his dune
He had
buggy.
previously found machines with personality lacking, but Sage's great adequacy in serving her function provided Eggman with something that, for the first time, he'd hate to lose. In essence, a sort of daughter.
So, like any good dad, he gave her the keys to his car, his spaceship, and his orbital death ray. Hell, now she controls the entire army.
And this frankly unheard of trust from Eggman became crucial in defeating the End, a primordial entity so mighty even Supersonic struggled against it.
Their battle can only be described as peak fiction, because charged by 7 Chaos Emeralds, Supersonic's no joke.
The power of one emerald can shift continents. All 7 together
And
can shift
Sapphire.
the universe.
And kill some pretty
They can?
terrifying bosses,
Huh.
like Eggman's Time Eater, which ripped
There
apart
he is.
space-time
Impressive.
like tissue paper.
In short, Chaos Emeralds give thoughts power. With them, Eggman's best machines can run indefinitely while matching the greatest powers ever seen. Like when 3 supers battled Solaris, who tried to destroy
Could have
time
destroyed the
itself.
universe for
Solaris
Eggman's
extended
soul.
its chaos across multiple timelines in about 20 seconds, or 73 quadrillion times light speed.
It's funny though.
okay.
While Eggman's smarts have sort
That
of
might be
defeated
higher.
Sonic here and there, he's pretty effective when he teams up with the Blue Blur to save the world.
Well, recall how Professor
Yeah, he
Gerald
is.
was a good person before losing the granddaughter he loved. In Eggman's case, now that he has Sage, perhaps a similar story is playing out in reverse.
Nah, Eggy will always have a harebrained scheme
Of
behind
course.
his
I had a
cufflinks.
feeling.
So watch out, critters
There
and
it is.
minions of the world. He is the Eggman, and he's got the master plan.
Quiz,
Okay.
you gotta
Damn,
help me.
this is
What
hard.
happened now?
I'm addicted to Marvel
man.
Snap.
You mean today's sponsor, the collectible card game? The one with everyone's favorite
It's good
Marvel
seeing Marvel
characters?
Snap.
It's just such a fast-paced rush.
Scroll
Each
down
game
this
only
Pepsi
takes
Man
like
one.
3 minutes, and the different locations,
yikes.
card powers, and snap mechanic add so many layers of depth and strategy for a game that's so easy to get into.
Don't forget the
I really
amazing
feel like
3D
Bowser
art.
might have
Oh
too many
man,
powers.
with all
that
the
he
new
can
art
use to win.
variants and cards coming out every week,
I'm
I
still
can't
leaning
stop
Eggman.
playing it.
Sorry,
But the
can't
thing
help
is-
you. I'm addicted too.
No!
It depends on who
well,
has
good thing it's
wider
super fun.
universal
I know, right?
power,
I love my
unfortunately.
deck. It focuses
Especially
on
since
tactically placing
Sage
low-cost
has so much
cards, then
power to
boosting
respond
their
to
power
everyone
way
else.
beyond what's
So
expected.
if Eggman
Oh yeah,
loses
well
Sage,
mine's got a big
that's
dinosaur.
a huge issue.
He's awesome.
Whatever
Oh,
may happen.
Watch the teeth.
Download the Marvel Snap app, now available on the App Store, Google Play, and Steam.
Or visit
It's really gonna boil
marvelsnap.com to
down
learn
to-
more. Just click the link below the
It's
like
going to
button.
boil down to who has the higher stats in the end. If Eggman takes enough stats, especially he might take speed with the time eater there.
All right, the
If he'll win
combatants
this.
are set. We've run the
All
data
right.
through all possibilities.
It's
Yes.
time for a death
Oh, all these
battle!
references are so good. Let's see what you got, Moro. Oh, I'm so excited. This is the wedding?
Come to make an announcement. This territory is now the base for my upcoming Eggman Land 2. What a joke! I am Dr. Eggman, your new genius overlord. Get a load of this.
Oh, this looks so good! Drop kick! Look at that shot!
Shut up, nerd!
Nerd. Oh, that face! The action was perfect! Whoa, is he RTing out the tree?
You call these toys an invasion force? I've seen Toads do better. That's a decoy, you idiot.
His power is without peer. It is the ultimate strength.
I did not expect to see you here, Shark. Wow. Oh, there they are! There he is. Oh, this all looks so good. Chance time, really? Okay, interesting. They actually used that. That's a good deal. God, Bowser's reactions are incredible.
All according to plan.
You've lost the battle before it has begun.
Excellent work as always, Beto. Ready to wrap this up, Sage?
As you planned.
You know what they say, the more the merrier. Showtime.
He said it! Oh god, that looks so good! Come on, Sage, what's the plan? Come on, Eggman, you got this. God, look at that! Wow. Yep. It's like he's animated differently, but so good.
I'll crush you.
Yes. Wow. Yep. Is it the fight? Wow. Yep. I can't get over these faces. There goes Kamek, though. Yep. Oh, ow. Okay, Bowser. Come on, Bowser. You can survive
How
this.
dare you keep your hands off my...
Wow. Becoming a little too much of the infinite shot. No, sorry. There he goes. Wow. Oh, black hole.
The Death Egg! Max power!
Oh. Uh-oh. Yep. You still got this. Come on, guys. Keep going. Oh. Oh, oh. They're going to. They're going to. They're going to. Come on, come on. Yes!
Sage, fire is again! Wait!
What? Oh? Come on, what do you got? What do you got?
So long, Doctor!
This war was not an easy one to win, which might seem surprising given how the Sonic series is not afraid to show how tough its cast is, while Mario's comes across as more cartoony.
But as it turns out, Bowser had everything he needed to take Chrome Dome down. Strap in, this one's a lot, so we'll break it down into 5 categories.
First up is physical
Yeah.
stats. Bowser pretty handedly outmatched any of Eggman's usual mechs, like the Egg Dragoon or the Death Egg Robot.
The Death Egg Robot could level cities. Bowser could punch a castle out of orbit.
The Death Egg could destroy stars, but Yoshi could match that level of power, and Bowser's strength is certainly above the green dinosaurs. Plus, while both Bowser and Eggman's tech survived black holes, Bowser's was much larger.
So, he may win stats, but this could change with their powers. With so many items and minions,
God, I was
make
not
all that
expecting
a
Infinite
point.
to show
Aside
up.
from power-up items, both could manipulate minds, create duplicates, and alter space-time. However, Bowser had a significant
control
edge in
it,
having
so.
access to the majority of his abilities at all times.
Yeah, Eggman can do
Right.
some crazy stuff, but only across different mechs, fortresses, or space bases. Bowser's all natural. He's got all his best powers built in, and he ain't even a robot.
Meaning he wins the war of
Right.
attrition. He even had counters for battle enders like the metal virus and spatial
Absolutely.
displacement trap. Context matters for those weapons, and both backfired in the past. But more importantly, Bowser
Yes.
could simply reverse the effects with his transmutation magic.
Alternate
Conversely,
scenario-
most
What?
of Eggman's robots could get turned into, say, a frog
Bro,
or
did
a
you
block with
record-
no reliable
did
way
you
back.
animate extra
Bowser takes the
scenes?
edge in powers.
But definitely not for intelligence.
Wow, I
Come
really
on,
didn't
you
think
have
you
a
were doing
4-digit
all the
IQ,
metal
Bowser? Really? That's cute. I mean, don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. Bowser's not an idiot, usually. Just really, really clumsy.
Thank you.
Poor fella.
Meanwhile,
you.
Eggman's an engineering genius who rarely ever
Yeah.
gets bested by brains.
Easy dub. Now, let's talk trump cards.
As in, items so powerful they could decide the entire outcome on their own.
The Phantom Ruby was super dangerous, but specifically targets
Yeah, Super
perceptions.
Eggman was too
Unlike
difficult.
Bowser's Wonder Flower, which mucks up reality for real. The Ruby affected a whole planet, but the Wonder Flower had the power to alter the universe. Also, the Dreamstone's ability to wish anything out of existence would have
Right,
no
that
problem
was a-
cleaning up Super Neo Metal Sonic or Time Eater.
Their most prized possessions was a tougher call.
What's with the
Together, the
alternate
Chaos Emeralds
scenarios?
can break the universe.
Seriously, Morrow,
so
how
can
much
the
work
Grand
did you do
Stars.
on this?
Arguably not as much given the Emerald scaling to Solaris, though Power Stars and Grand Stars are far more plentiful. Clearly, this is getting fairly abstract, and both had multiple options
Yeah.
that could win the day instantly. So the safest bet is to call this category a tie.
Which means it's finally time
Agreed.
to
I think that's
compare
the right
their
call.
armies. Eggman seems deadlier at first glance. I mean, look at all those buzzsaws and rockets. Metal Sonic's speed and power alone could solo most of the Koopa Troop. But the Eggman Empire
Yeah.
lacked something Bowser had in spades. Teamwork and loyalty.
Eggman is a notoriously terrible team player.
Fair
His alliances are practically guaranteed to fall apart.
Hell, in Sonic Generations, he could barely manage working with himself.
Eggman's army is designed to be controlled by just him. To Eggman, it's harder to command those with free will, hence his rivalry
Yikes.
with the free-natured Sonic.
Meanwhile, the Koopa Troop follows Bowser because they
Yep, all
actually
those are
like him. They train really hard to cover each other's weak points.
Giving them plenty of advantages as this war
God, that
progressed, like
transformation was
battlefield
amazing.
control through King Boo's magic and Bowser Jr.'s paint.
Yeah.
And since the Koopa Troop
I'm
doesn't
surprised
rely that
King
much
Boo
on
went out so
technology,
fast.
Sage's hacking potential had little use.
Okay,
Also,
they gave him
secret
possession
weapon,
against
Kamek
technology.
is kind of busted, canceling Metal Sonic's power copying, stealing the Phantom Ruby, and
Right.
potentially swapping the Chaos Emeralds were
I
huge
can't
game
believe
changers.
the actually
Add on that
involved
Bowser and
chance
his army
time.
can use any Mario power-up item, and they had millions, no, billions of combinations that the Eggman Empire just could not actively plan against. Even with Sage's
Yeah.
millions of plans to take down the Titans, she thought them to be unbeatable, which Sonic proved was
Yeah,
incorrect.
just didn't
Just
stand a
comparing
chance.
their conquests makes it clear. The Eggman Empire took over the whole planet, but Bowser's troop conquered most of the universe.
Eggman was no pushover.
Fair
His
enough.
wit, power output, and ridiculous machines gave Bowser the biggest fight of his life.
Alright,
But the
alright.
Koopa King's ludicrous strength, abilities, and united forces ultimately prevailed.
Eggman tried to poach the king,
Here I am,
and now
Gary.
he's cracked and scrambled.
The winner is
Yes, he
Bowser.
is.
Next time on Death Battle.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for
Yes,
watching.
please. Oh, yes, please. Well done. That was excellent. I am gonna have to rewatch that multiple times. But oh, it's time for Among Guys, isn't it? All right, fair enough. I'm very excited to finally see this one. Wow. That was phenomenal. Like, I loved that. That was simply incredible. That was so well done. It was presented really well. The animation, just the constant facial reactions are what really got me. I loved how everyone reacted to things. The references and the memes that I love seeing were so good to see. I'm not surprised Bowser won, but they really did go into all the factors. And I'm super curious about that alternate scenario thing because that really did cover all of its bases for what they couldn't include in the full animation. That's really, really curious. I'm curious if Moro just decided to do that or if they asked him to add that on. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to rewatch that. With all that being said, what do you think? Did you like it? Did you think it was lacking? Did you want to see more? Do you want to see something specific? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you won or not. And tell me if you're excited for Among Guys, because I am definitely at least going to try and be there. With all that being said, my name is Paul. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.